This is my behind-the-scenes evidence of me being a freelance production artist. In the clip shown now, this is me currently setting up the panel lights for the client. I've arrived to the filming location a bit early, being proactive, and I've just begun to start setting up for some of the panel lights. This is me putting on the head and tightening in the safety just to make sure the head of the lamp won't fall off. Now I'm attaching the pack that allows me to DMX into the light. This allows me to edit the hue, the brightness, and many other factors of the light. Here I am now, currently putting the power cable into the light. This is me using the DMX cable and putting it into the control box on the back, which goes into the light, which allows the light to communicate with the controls. And once all that's all together, it can flick on, and we have a nice floodlight caused by the apertures. This was all set up for my first client, who was Anna. Her production was to make a short mockumentary kind of film TV project. Here I am just making sure that the light level looks good on the camera. Here I'm fiddling with the back to try and make it look good, and then I go and check whether the actors on the camera also aren't too white or too different from what the surrounding area should look like. And I make some amendments, and here I have another look to get the best possible thing for my client. After looking at the camera, I noticed the intensity is a bit bright and decided to turn it down just a bit, as the actors are coming on a bit too, pale looking. I keep on checking the camera because there's a lot of movement going on at the moment, and I want to make sure that I don't need to amend the light midway through. So keeping an eye on the camera and talking to the director whether they want changes is very important. The video you are seeing now is from my second client, who is Lex's piece. There we have our original preset set up for the first scene. Here the director is talking with the camerawoman on the plan of where we're going to go with this, and I'm just making sure that the scene looks alright. Here I'm working with the camerawoman and following instructions on when they'd want the aperture light to turn on. I'm waiting for their cue. And once I'm given that cue, I activate the light. Here's another preset we had set up where I've had the lights already ready to go and being proactive. The preset I'm showing you now is an idea for a murder scene where we don't have to be too graphic. The plan is the shadow will visibly show someone being stabbed. To achieve this effect, I got one of the apertures and put it on an incredibly high intensity and made it so shadows can be seen through the curtain, which is where the camera will be positioned. This scene here required red wash. This required me to go onto the app Sidus Link, Bluetooth connect both aperture lights together, and create this nice red effect.